In this video, I want to introduce specific skills mode. This mode is designed for a simpler kind of practice than a full counseling session. Instead of managing an entire conversation, you focus on one response at a time and practice recognizing what kind of motivational interviewing move the moment calls for. One of the challenges of learning motivational interviewing is that responses are not all interchangeable. In MI, different things you say accomplish different kinds of work. Some responses are more MI adherent, some are less helpful, some may even move the conversation away from the spirit of motivational interviewing. That means MI is not simply about sounding warm or supportive. It is also about learning to make the right intervention at the right time. Specific skills mode exists to isolate that challenge and allow you to practice it directly. In motivational interviewing, counselor responses can be described and coded. A question is not the same as a reflection. A simple reflection is not the same as a complex reflection. An affirmation serves a different purpose than a summary. Advice, confrontation, persuasion, and other non-MI consistent behaviors also belong to recognizable categories. These categories matter because they give us a more precise language for practice. Instead of judging a response only by whether it felt good or bad, we can ask different questions. What type of response was it? What function did it serve? Was it the right intervention for that specific moment? That is the central idea behind this mode. Specific skills mode presents a short excerpt from a conversation and asks you to respond as the counselor at a specific point in that exchange. Your task is to understand the moment, decide what kind of motivational interviewing intervention fits best, and write your response. The system then compares your answer against the target skill for that exercise. This means the mode is not primarily testing whether you can complete an entire session. Instead, it is training your instincts and your ability to recognize what is happening at the level of a single utterance. This is also where coding becomes useful. In motivational interviewing, counselor speech can be classified into codes. Some codes represent MI adherent behaviors such as reflections or affirmations. Others represent less MI consistent moves, such as directing too early, confronting, or overriding the client. When you begin thinking in terms of codes, you start to see that each line of dialogue is not simply language, it is an intervention. And if each intervention can be identified, then each intervention can be practiced. That is what specific skills mode is built around. The purpose of this mode is to slow motivational interviewing down. Instead of handling everything at once, you practice one counseling move at a time, learn to distinguish stronger responses from weaker ones, and build habits that later carry into full conversations. In the next videos, we will look more closely at individual skills, including simple reflections and complex reflections, and why the difference between them matters so much in actual motivational interviewing practice.